Hello everyone and welcome to my Beyond the Gates CBS Update 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. One huge question looms over Fairmont Crest. Who is the impaler? The bloodshed at the warehouse may finally be over, but the nightmare consuming Fairmont Crest is only getting started. In the aftermath of the plasma ring explosion, the entire community is left emotionally shattered, psychologically shaken, and drowning in suspicion. One man is dead. Another criminal empire has partially collapsed. Long-hidden secrets are surfacing by the hour. And now, one terrifying question hangs over every single resident connected to the chaos: who is the impaler? That question is no longer theoretical. It is no longer whispered in dark corners. It is no longer an urban legend tied to Garland Memorial. Now it is personal. Because Derek Baldwin is dead, and his death changes absolutely everything. The emotional fallout spreading across Fairmont Crest after the warehouse disaster is unlike anything the community has faced before. Families are grieving. Relationships are fracturing. Investigators are scrambling. Criminals are panicking. And somewhere in the middle of all this chaos, the real mastermind behind the plasma ring may still be free. The truly horrifying part? The person responsible could be someone hiding in plain sight. 1. Derek Baldwin's death leaves Fairmont Crest devastated. The emotional center of the entire aftermath is unquestionably Derek's death. For Ashley, the loss feels impossible to process. Derek was not simply her ex-boyfriend. He was stability. He was safety. He was familiarity. He was the man who consistently tried to protect her, even when she pushed him away. And in the end, he died exactly the way everyone described him, trying to be a hero. That realization absolutely destroys Ashley emotionally. The tragedy becomes even more painful because Ashley cannot stop replaying every decision that led to this moment. She keeps rewriting history in her mind, trying to convince herself that she somehow caused everything. If she had listened to Derek sooner, if she had stayed away from Grayson, if she had recognized the danger earlier, if she had not become emotionally tangled in the plasma ring nightmare, maybe Derek would still be alive. That psychological spiral is consuming her. Naomi tries desperately to stop Ashley from blaming herself, reminding her that Derek made his own choices because helping people was simply who he was. Derek ran toward danger because he genuinely believed he could save lives, but grief is rarely logical. Ashley's guilt is becoming unbearable because Derek died while trying to protect people, caught in a nightmare she indirectly became connected to through Grayson. That emotional burden may haunt Ashley for a very long time. Number 2. Jan steps back into Ashley's life during her darkest moment. Naomi realizes Ashley cannot survive this emotional collapse alone. That is why she reaches out to Jan. The complicated relationship between Ashley and her mother suddenly becomes emotionally significant again because tragedy strips away old resentments. At this point, Ashley is too devastated to maintain emotional walls. Jan immediately understands how broken her daughter truly is. Despite all their past tension, Jan knows Ashley needs her now more than ever. Their scenes together become deeply emotional because both women understand Derek's death represents more than just loss. It represents the destruction of an entire future that once seemed possible. Jan and Ashley reflect on how Derek always wanted to save people, even when others doubted him, even when he frustrated people, even when his instincts pushed him into dangerous situations. Derek genuinely believed protecting others mattered. That is exactly how he died. As a hero. The problem is that Ashley cannot find comfort in that truth yet. Instead, she spirals deeper into grief, connecting every terrible event in her life to her own perceived failures. This psychological pattern is extremely dangerous because Ashley is entering full emotional collapse territory. And with the plasma ring investigation still ongoing, Ashley may not even have time to properly mourn before new horrors emerge. 3. Leah Whitmore finally faces public hatred. For months, Leah operated with authority, arrogance, and complete confidence. She manipulated hospital systems, threatened employees, controlled Grayson, coordinated criminal activity, and hid behind her professional reputation while innocent people suffered. Now, she is handcuffed to a hospital bed. The image itself is symbolic. Leah once controlled Garland Memorial like a queen behind the scenes. Now she is powerless, and people are lining up to confront her. One of the most brutal confrontations comes from Shanice. Unlike others who still want answers or negotiations, Shanice wants Leah to feel the emotional weight of what she caused, and she absolutely unloads on her. Shanice makes it painfully clear that Leah's legacy at the hospital is destroyed forever. The staff may recover eventually, but Leah's reputation never will. The most devastating part of Shanice's confrontation comes when she directly links Derek's death to Leah's actions. Because that is the horrifying truth. Every choice Leah made created a chain reaction. Every manipulation escalated the danger. Every cover-up increased the violence. Eventually, somebody died. And Shanice wants Leah to sit with that reality forever. "You can rot in hell." That line perfectly captures the emotional fury spreading across Garland Memorial. Nobody sees Leah as misunderstood anymore. Nobody sees her as redeemable. Now she is simply the woman whose corruption helped destroy lives. 4. Jacob Hawthorne pressures Leah to talk. Jacob approaches Leah with a very different strategy. Unlike Shanice, Jacob wants information. He knows the plasma ring operation may still have major players hiding in the shadows. And with Wren suddenly trying to make deals, the investigation is entering an entirely new phase. Jacob informs Leah that Grayson has immunity. That revelation is massive. It means Grayson may officially cooperate against the larger operation. And suddenly Leah realizes she may be one of the last people left without protection. Jacob essentially offers her a narrow opportunity to talk now, or risk taking the full fall alone. But Leah's response changes the entire mystery. She insists she does not know who the Impaler actually is. That statement could mean one of two things. Either Leah is lying, or the structure of the plasma ring operation is even more compartmentalized than anyone realized. The terrifying possibility is that even high-ranking participants like Leah never knew the true identity of the mastermind. If that is true, the Impaler may have deliberately kept distance from everyone involved, operating through layers of intermediaries and manipulation. That would explain why the operation survived for so long. It would also make uncovering the truth far more difficult. 5. Wren tries to save himself. Meanwhile, Wren suddenly becomes one of the most important people in the entire investigation. At the police station, he attempts to negotiate, and his bargaining chip is enormous. He claims he can give authorities the Impaler. That changes everything instantly. Because Wren was deeply embedded inside the operation. He handled enforcement. He delivered threats. He stabbed Grayson. He communicated orders. If anyone truly knows the identity of the mastermind, Wren may genuinely be that person. But there is one massive problem. Can Wren actually be trusted? This is a man who used violence casually. A man who terrorized people. A man who operated without remorse. So even if Wren claims he knows the Impaler, investigators must determine whether he is telling the truth, manipulating the situation, or protecting himself through partial information. But still, the fact that Wren is willing to negotiate proves one thing clearly. The operation is collapsing. And criminals start talking once survival becomes more important than loyalty. 6. Elon Hawthorne warns Joey Armstrong. Joey Armstrong is suddenly under immense pressure from every direction. Elon directly questions him about Randy's appearance at the warehouse. That question matters because Randy never should have been there unless Joey was connected somehow. Joey immediately denies involvement. More importantly, he insists he would never endanger Jacob or Elon's family. That emotional angle is fascinating because Joey genuinely may care about certain people despite his criminal connections. The problem is that caring about people does not erase dangerous decisions. Elon makes it clear he intends to uncover whoever truly operated the plasma ring. And if Joey's involved, there will be consequences. That warning lands heavily because Joey finally realizes the investigation is becoming personal for law enforcement. This is no longer abstract crime. A man died, families are grieving, and the community wants justice. If evidence points toward Joey, nobody will protect him anymore. 7. Joey's panic begins to show. After Elon leaves, Joey's behavior becomes extremely revealing. He immediately contacts Randy and gives very specific instructions. Reach out to the Impaler because the entire mess is getting too close to Joey's territory. I bet mine is absolutely huge because it confirms several terrifying possibilities at once. First, Joey clearly has indirect access to the Impaler. Second, Joey may not actually be the Impaler himself. Third, Joey is scared, and Joey Armstrong rarely scares easily. His panic suggests a plasma ring investigation is threatening far more than just local criminal operations. It may expose larger networks, hidden alliances, or long-buried secrets Joey desperately wants contained. The biggest question now becomes, why does Joey seem worried about protecting himself from the Impaler almost as much as he worries about police exposure? That suggests the mastermind may be dangerous enough to turn on anyone connected to the operation, even Joey. 8. Vanessa overhears something potentially explosive. Vanessa accidentally becomes a key witness to dangerous speculation. While sitting nearby at the country club, she overhears Kat and Tomas discussing Lynette Wise. Specifically, she hears Kat wonder whether Jacob should ask Leah one terrifying question. Did she have Lynette killed? That possibility changes the entire emotional atmosphere immediately, because until now many people assumed Lynette simply disappeared. But what if she did not disappear voluntarily? What if someone silenced her permanently? Vanessa hearing this theory is incredibly important because she has connections to Joey, Lynette, and several overlapping storylines. And if Vanessa starts believing Joey may know more than he admits, their relationship could implode completely. The emotional consequences of this overheard conversation could ripple outward dramatically, especially if Vanessa starts investigating quietly herself. 9. Tomas Navarro and Kat Richardson. Keep digging. Tomcat refuses to let the Lynette mystery die. Even while the plasma ring dominates headlines and emotional attention, Tomas and Kat continue comparing theories and tracking inconsistencies. Their instincts are telling them Lynette connects to something bigger. And honestly, they're probably right. Lynette's disappearance happened too conveniently. Too many people reacted nervously around her. Too many accusations surfaced before she vanished. Now the possibility of murder enters the equation. If Leah ordered Lynette eliminated, that means the plasma ring operation was willing to permanently silence threats. And if Leah did not order it, then perhaps someone even higher did. Either way, Tomas and Kat are dangerously close to uncovering truths someone desperately wants buried. 10. Bill Hamilton starts connecting dots. Bill may not fully realize it yet, but he is slowly moving towards several explosive truths simultaneously. He already suspects something is deeply wrong involving Haley. Now he is hearing more about Leah, more about Lynette, more about criminal overlap, and Tomas is actively discussing possible connections between all these stories. The danger for Bill is that every revelation pulls him closer to discovering how manipulated he's been, especially regarding Haley. Because once Bill starts truly examining Haley's history, her lies may collapse fast, and if Haley panics, things could become deadly. 11. The mystery of the Impaler dominates everything now. At this point, the central mystery consuming Beyond the Gates is obvious: who exactly is the Impaler? The suspects remain numerous. Could it be Joey? Could it be someone hidden inside Garland Memorial? Could it be a powerful figure nobody suspects? Could it even be someone seemingly disconnected from the plasma ring entirely? The show is carefully positioning nearly everyone as either suspicious, vulnerable, manipulated, or connected somehow. And that uncertainty is making every interaction feel dangerous. Because now viewers understand something horrifying. The person truly responsible may still be completely free. 12. Fairmont Crest will never be the same again. The plasma ring storyline permanently changed the emotional landscape of Beyond the Gates. Derek is dead. Ashley is shattered. Jacob nearly died. Leah is exposed. Grayson turned informant. Joey is panicking. Vanessa is suspicious. And the Impaler remains unidentified. Nobody feels safe anymore. And perhaps the most terrifying realization of all is this: the warehouse explosion was not the ending. It was only the beginning of something even darker. Jacob's undercover mission is falling apart. Jacob Hawthorne is spiraling deeper into danger every day. And honestly, he may already be in over his head. His undercover operation has become increasingly reckless. Secret alley meetings, suspicious movements, encrypted communication, sneaking around hospitals, meeting Grayson repeatedly. Eventually, somebody was going to notice, and Leah noticed. That changed everything. Because now Jacob isn't just investigating criminals, the criminals are investigating him too. The beating from Renee proved it. That attack was brutal. Punches, kicks, interrogation. And Jacob barely escaped. But the physical injuries may not be the worst part. The psychological damage is growing too. Jacob is isolated, exhausted, constantly lying, and terrifying Naomi every step of the way. Those motel scenes were heartbreaking. Naomi trying to stay strong while staring at her bruised husband, that emotional fear felt real. Because Naomi understands something now. Jacob might not come home alive. And Grayson isn't helping matters either. Because the deeper this story goes, the less trustworthy Grayson appears. Especially after Leah ordered him to infiltrate the free clinic and potentially recruit others, including Derek. That reveal changed the entire storyline, because it confirmed Grayson has been lying all along. To Jacob, to Ashley, to everyone. And now Ashley may unknowingly be falling directly into danger. Ashley is walking straight into disaster. Ashley's storyline suddenly feels terrifying. At first, her romance with Grayson looked refreshing. Complicated maybe, but genuine. Now, it feels dangerous. Because Grayson is tied to something dark. Very dark. And Ashley has absolutely no idea. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, actress Jen Jacob recently revealed hilarious production secrets about filming while sick. But ironically, her character's actual storyline is becoming increasingly intense. Ashley keeps getting pulled closer to the hospital conspiracy. Closer to Naomi's secrets. Closer to Grayson's lies. Closer to Leah. And in soaps, proximity to danger always matters, especially when the villain hides behind professionalism. Ashley believes she's building a future. But what if she's actually being positioned as collateral damage? Naomi is cracking under pressure. No character right now feels more emotionally overwhelmed than Naomi. She's hiding Jacob's operation, hiding her fears, hiding her stress, hiding her BRCA concerns, trying to protect everyone while slowly collapsing herself. And the pressure keeps growing. Ashley notices, Chelsea notices, Smitty notices. Even viewers can see Naomi reaching emotional exhaustion. But the tragedy is that Naomi doesn't feel safe enough to fully tell the truth. Because once secrets start spilling, everything changes. Jacob's operation, hospital corruption, family tensions, medical fears, all of it. And Naomi probably knows something else too. The closer Jacob gets to uncovering the impaler, the greater the odds somebody will try to silence him permanently. Kat may be more dangerous than people think now. Let's talk about Kat, because while everybody focuses on the obvious villains, Kat is quietly becoming one of the most relentless investigators in Fairmont Crest. She notices inconsistencies, questions people, connects dots, pushes boundaries, and refuses to back down. That makes her dangerous. Especially to people hiding secrets. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.